Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hannah's Happy Home, and welcome to episode 22 in our home renovation series. In this episode, we are going to be completely transforming this little porch off of our master bedroom. We're going to be tearing all of this down and building up a really cool horizontal wood wall. Stay tuned until the end to see how it all turns out. So the first step here, before we left for town, we were just taking the final measurements and trying to make the final decision on what we were going to do. Scrolling through Pinterest, getting last minute ideas, we ended up deciding to do a horizontal wood privacy fence type of a deal. We're going to be leaving the black post, but we're going to be adding in different wood. And we didn't think we would have so much trouble finding 1x4x8 boards, but the first Lowe's that we went to only had about 3 left in stock. So we went and checked a Home Depot. They didn't have any in stock, so we ended up going to a different Home Depot across town, and they had all of the boards in stock that we needed. If you are new here to our channel, we have been renovating our fixer-upper house for the last 6 months, and we filmed the whole entire process. You can go back and watch all of those videos if you want to get caught up to where we are right now. And we've still got more renovations to do. We're getting ready to re-stucco the outside of the house. And actually, as I'm doing this voiceover, we're waiting for the contractor to show up here at the house to put our first stucco sample on the outside of the house. So super exciting. Okay, so it's the next morning now. We're getting ready to start on this project, and here is all of the wood that we bought yesterday. We had to end up going to several different Lowe's and Home Depot to find the right size board. And this is the product that I got to stain and seal the wood with. If you want this specific product, you have to go into the actual Sherwin-Williams store. We found one there in Tucson. The color of this is Baja Beige, and this is the Sherwin-Williams Super Deck Waterproof Exterior Deck Stain in Semi-Transparent. It's the most beautiful morning out here. The weather has finally started to cool down for fall time, and yeah, it's just a gorgeous Saturday. Okay, so we are getting ready to knock down all of these boards, and then I have to come in with black paint and paint the underneath of these posts before we start putting on the new ones. And when we painted all this, we actually didn't paint this side of the boards. We had only painted the inside. So what's your plan here? You're going to use the oscillating tool?
Yeah, I'm not sure how easy these are going to come out. I don't know if I should replace this bottom board or not. Like this one.
The one on top?
Or do you want to paint that black?
Well, we're going to be pulling that one out over there on the top.
Yeah, so you're going to have staples.
Can you just cut those off with your oscillating tool?
I could try, yeah.
There's no turning back now. This is all open up in here. This bush is kind of ugly on this side, but we're only going to have about a 1/2 inch gap in the board, so You shouldn't really be able to see it too much. And also, we are not just going to throw all this wood away. We're going to reuse it for some projects like a chicken house or something like that. Okay, I got all of the concrete taped off down here because I'm going to paint all of these posts black here on the bottom, and then we can start adding our slatted wood up on the sides. We also took the extra board that was up here, so now I need to paint all this black as well. So the sneakers that I have been wearing in this video are from the brand Vessi, and they are kindly sponsoring today's video. The sneakers that I have been wearing before for home renovations all these months, those sneakers I had had for like, I think it was 7 years, which is crazy. I needed a better supportive sneaker for when we're doing these home renovations. I should have gotten one sooner, but this is my new home renovation sneaker. So comfortable. It's their everyday sneaker that they sell. I was on my feet all day on this Saturday on this concrete and everything, and these shoes were so comfortable for my feet. Way better than those 7-year-old sneakers that I had been wearing before. These shoes are so cool. They're 100% waterproof, breathable, stretchy, lightweight, and Vessi gave me a coupon code to share with you guys. You can get $25 off with the code I'll have typed up down below, and I'll also have the link down there. And thank you so much again to Vessi for sponsoring this video. We are always so grateful for all of the sponsors that support Hannah's Happy Home. They help to support our family and also help to pay for this home renovation, because home renovations are not cheap, and if you've ever done one, then you know. Getting his new table saw set up. How do you like it so far?
Good.
Pretty good.
Piecing together. How good.
We finally got one. He's been needing one since we started this renovation, and we just never bought one, and we finally went and did it yesterday. Did a slide?
Yeah.
Show me how.
What? I think it's
Okay, I got that top post painted black, and I taped off the bottom around the concrete and painted all of this black. Now we're going to start hauling the wood over here and get started putting it up. Okay, so before we can put boards on this side, he's shimming out this post a little bit so that we can fit an 8-foot board on this side. Okay, so do you want to explain how you're going to do this and why you put the little, we just put a little piece over there, and now he's putting one on this side too?
The boards that we're going to lay across here are going to lay against this edge here. You can move this board.
Yeah.
We're just going to lay, I just cut them to length and they'll lay against here. I mean, there's other ways to do it, but this made sense to me.
And how big of a gap are we going to have in between each
Just
board?
a ½ inch, I think we'll start with.
½ inch, okay. He's putting these about 2 inches in, so he's just measuring as he's going down, nailing it in. Make sure we get it all straight. Okay, so just a quick recap in case you want to build one of these wood walls yourself. We're using white pine wood, and for this side of the wall we used 1x4x8 boards, and then the other side of the wall that's bigger we used 1x4x10 boards, which you could use any length of boards. It just depends on how big the porch is. And then like Jalen had said, he cut these 3 smaller boards, 1 to put in the middle and then 2 for the sides to nail the long boards to. And also, if you do this, be sure that you stain your boards before you put them up. We put up these 3 smaller boards and then we were like, we should probably stain these before we put them up. At least we realized it before we started nailing up the big boards. But I just went in and stained those 3 smaller ones, and then we would stain all of the long boards before we nailed them in. Just made it easier, that way we didn't get any stain on the black paint. Also, we did the 1/2 inch gap, and how we did that, my husband cut 2 1/2 inch pieces of wood, and then I stuck one in on one side, he stuck one in on the other side, and we just held that there while he nailed in the board to be sure that each board was spaced out exactly the same. And the stain color was Baja Beige. You can go back and screenshot that can if you want to buy the exact same stain. And I used a 2-inch angled brush that's made for oils and stains. And I think that's pretty much it. If you have any other questions, you can ask down in the comments and I will try to answer. And we could not have done this home renovation without this tool. Every time my husband uses it, he says, we have really gotten our money's worth out of this because we've used it so much. I'll put the link down below. My husband put together a list of all of the tools that he could find that he uses all the time during this home renovation. He found all of those on Amazon and he put a list of those together, so I'll put a link of that down below if you want to shop any of those. And this chop saw he just got at Harbor Freight, and then that new table saw, he bought that at Home Depot. At this point, we realized that we were short a couple of boards, so I quickly ran down to the hardware store to get a couple of those, and while I was gone, Kyle helped Jalen to hold up these boards while Jalen nailed them in. And of course I had to bring some ice cream back for the hardworking boys. I got some at Dairy Queen, and for the boys I always get the little $1 cups of ice cream. It's just like the perfect amount for them. And you guys have to try their strawberry kiwi freeze. It was our first time trying those and they were so good. And stay tuned until the end of this video. I'm going to show some before and after shots, and I'll give you some better up close shots of how this turned out. Okay, this whole side is done and we're almost halfway done with this side. We are loving how it is looking. It looks so good. Love the stain color. So like we had explained earlier, my husband cut these little boards here that he put on, if it'll focus here, that he put here on the black beams to nail these boards to, and then he did another smaller board here in the middle to nail them to as well. We used 1x4x8 boards for this side, and then we had to get 1x4x10s for this side because it was a little bit wider. This is what takes the longest, is all of the staining. We're doing 2 coats of the stain on the boards and it takes forever. But this is definitely working out a lot better to stain them before we put them up. I think it would be way more of a pain to try to do it after and try not to get it on the black paint. Our backs are hurting just a little bit. So we worked until dark that night. We just wanted to get it all finished in one day. So the cleanup happened on a different day, which you're seeing footage from now. And here in a little bit, you guys are going to get to see the before and after and the final shots of this porch. Okay, so ignore the orange house, the paint swatches, the pile of old wood, This will all be changing very soon. Just focus right here on this porch. We love how this turned out. We love it so much more than how it was before. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I think this is going to go with the look that the outside of our house will have after it's stuccoed and stuff. It's going to go with that look much better. So our plans for this space is that, of course, the house will have a different colored stucco here soon, but we want to add a hot tub here in the corner of this little porch, add some string lights, hanging plants, a rug, and for those of you new here, this door goes into our master bedroom, so this is the little porch off of that. But yeah, we keep saying this might be one of our favorite house projects so far because we just love how it turned out so much. I'm going to be sitting out here a lot just soaking this all in. I should have waited a little bit longer to film that after shot because Jalen just showed up to pick up all of this old wood. So if you guys love how the porch turned out, give this video a thumbs up. It makes us so happy when a project that we worked on so hard all day long turns out this good. It turned out a lot better than the last time we worked all day on this porch, if you saw that video. So we are very, very happy with it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in a couple days with a brand new video. Bye!